good show. I'm excited.
Oh, Gunny with 69 points in there.
He's not the only one. Guess how much I got?
69
Hit
points.
It, Levi. Nice.
Kobe texted me after the races, and all it said was 6 points. And I thought, I was like, well, how did you only get 6 points? Like, mathematically, that's not possible.
No, the difference.
Yeah,
the difference
I'm an idiot.
Us, I'm
I
gaining,
know,
dude.
but I thought somehow you magically only got 6 points. And I was like, well, okay, I got 50-something.
I would still expect congratulations, because that's nearly impossible.
Props to you, dude. You beat me this weekend.
2 weeks in a row.
It is now a 6 point. Yeah, what'd you beat me like the week before that? Was like
it was 1 point.
1 point?
1 point.
Hey, point to point.
Dude, who let us wear bunny ears?
That was your idea.
That was not my idea.
And did somebody make a meme about that?
Probably.
Or someone made fun of you about, you said I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, that wasn't intentional. That was.
I know, but you were.
Oh, man. Don't let us do that again. That was so stupid.
Ooh, LV46 for the first time I got 5 picks right.
107 points.
Dang.
I think I broke 100 points once, ever. I've played fantasy 4 or 5 years, and yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, we're going to go over the picks and everything, so congrats.
Beta 2 stroke with 95.
Gosh, I'm seeing all these people who crushed me.
Sheesh.
Gosh dang it. What'd I get?
Must be nice.
I got like 50-something points, and I was like, yeah, that's not bad. You know, I only got 1 pick right, but I just had everybody in there just in the wrong order. So I was like, all right, that's not a bad weekend. But everyone else just smoked me.
Dude, how'd you like it? I didn't like that I was up till midnight watching.
Yeah, but that's what East Coast people are saying when there's a West Coast race that starts at 7 or 8. Everyone takes their medicine.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it was rough. Like I was at the in-laws, and I just told my wife, I was like, we're not leaving until the races are over. That way my daughter's tired. She's ready for bed. So, yeah, I just watched all the races. Enough. But anyway, thank you for joining us live right now. If you are, this is our Monday recap show of Glendale, Arizona. A lot to talk about. We were headed
35. Sorry.
What?
Pop Art says their lowest score is 35 so far. That's impressive.
Wow.
You must be doing pretty solid.
I mean.
Poor C-Rob got dethroned. C-Rob, the leader of our SX.
Oh, he's out
this round. He's 4th overall now. I'm sure he's still leading our group, but as far as the overall goes, he did comment and said that he tunes into the show afterwards. He can't make the live, but he is a fan of the show.
Well, he pulled a Webb, dude. He kind of slipped a little bit.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more. Webb did have a little slippage.
Don't forget too. So we got this weekend Atlanta, and then the fall. No, Atlanta. New York, New Jersey. I'll be in New Jersey that weekend.
And then Nashville.
Yeah, so we're doing the 20 tickets to Nashville in today's show.
That's a solid one.
That's one I'd like to go to. Nashville and Daytona on the bucket list. But remember, so when we're done filming live after this video is posted to YouTube, go in the comment section, put if you can make it to Nashville, and if you can, how many tickets you would like. And just the tickets. By the way, not Grizz, your gear. It's on the way. I shipped it out today.
What did he go with? What color?
He went with the NXT, the light blue jersey, dark blue pant with the blue gloves.
That's a solid.
He must be a Yamaha guy.
Yep. It's gonna look good.
Yeah.
Nice. We need to figure out when our next meme giveaway is. I don't think we can do it quite next show. Maybe the Thursday show for New York.
Keep them coming in hot dog, and we'll get them. And and I'm still trying to. Maybe, just maybe, I don't want to make promises here, but Axel Hodges, I'm going to do my best to get him to call in. So I was talking to him last week. He's totally on board to call in this Thursday, so that's the plan. So if you have questions for Axel, anything, we're looking for really cool question ideas for him. But, dude, what if we can get him to do a signed jersey?
Holy. I didn't
for a
even think
giveaway,
about that.
for an Axel signed jersey.
I'd be pumped just to have the guy call in, but if we get a signed jersey, no promises.
No promises, but we will ask.
You
never get anything you don't ask for. I don't know whose quote that is, but I like it.
Chase Cook.
That's right. All right. Weekly prizes that are up for grabs going into Atlanta. Can we get those up there, please? Shout out. TLD is what Barsh has been rocking.
Let's go.
Bridgestone tires. We got Matrix, their LS1 lift stand, and their utility can. We got an Acherby spending spree. Motool with their digital sag scale. I use one of those. They work fantastic. LS2 Subverter Evo helmet. Ooh, that's a good one. Mobius X8 wrist brace. I've used one of those. You ever worn one? Did you wear one?
I've tried it on. I've never ridden with it, but I've tried them on.
If you,
I could tell They're solid pieces.
If you have a wrist injury or you get wrist soreness, try one of those out. Ken Roxon wears one on both wrists.
There's a reason, AC, Roxon, that these guys that have struggled with it, that they're wearing them.
A lot of guys are wearing those wrist braces. So just FYI. So that's I've ridden in one after I had a little wrist injury. They're phenomenal. You got 100% in there, Scott goggles, and of course, Fly Racing casual spending spree. So a lot of good prizes up for grabs this week. And of course, the 90 Rocky Mountain gift cards.
C-Rob. We got to see you.
C-Rob, dude.
Ryan's wife.
C-Rob, you don't want that Stasic, bro. You want something else.
The Stasic.
What would you take to the 450 or the 250?
Oh, you mean the two?
The two dirt bikes.
Dang. I'd take the 450.
You're
I know.
A four-stroke kind of guy.
I've been a four-stroke guy.
I've never owned a two-stroke. Like, even though I'm almost 40.
Never owned a two-stroke.
Both
bikes are going to be phenomenal.
I got into the game way late. I didn't get my first bike till 25, so I missed like that whole. I've ridden two-strokes, but I missed like that whole era.
Well, and these two-strokes, they're built different.
Oh, they're so much better, I'm sure. Like my brother back in the day had a CR 500. That was like really the first legit two-stroke I ever hopped on. That was like way back in, like 99 or 2000. And I almost wheelied over going down the street in like fourth gear. Like no helmet on, nothing. It was just like, thought I was cool, almost wheelied over, didn't know about like tapping the rear brake or anything, and I almost killed myself.
You know what I would want though?
500 two-strokes are gnarly.
I want just a free dirt bike. I'd be happy with either. I'd be happy with the 50, a free dirt bike.
That's true.
But
okay.
I'm pumped to just see an SXpert in the running. Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, let's get to it here. Let's do our little recap here. There is now just a solo red plate holder. Give me just overall, what'd you think of the racing? What'd you think of the track?
I thought the track was going to have more battling going on, more passing. It was pretty much follow the leader.
Well, it was close racing.
Yes.
But there's a difference between close and like battling because it was like there weren't, like you said, not a lot of passes being made.
It wasn't a lot of proactive stuff going on. Stuff was happening when somebody would bobble. You know what I mean? And that happens to every track, but it seemed like people were struggling to be proactive and make passes unless the person in front of them was really messing up.
And really, the only section I saw guys making any mistakes is like the whoop section. No, there was one where after the long sweeping turn, and then they'd triple onto that table.
Yeah.
Like, couple of guys, if you went too far in there and you couldn't get that triple on, that would open the door a little bit.
Most people after the first main, though, were widening up their line and making it on a little bit better.
But it was hard, though, because if there was a guy that was right behind you, you'd open that door. That was where, like, probably the most passes were made in that corner, just because if you went too wide because you wanted to get that triple on, dudes would just cut underneath you and take the line away.
Yeah, Webb had a good pass there. You didn't miss the points average. We haven't gotten there yet. Let's get these results on.
So there were.
I still need to do that.
And it was Nichols.
Where that info went.
Dude, we said.
Never mind.
We said Nichols would be a good pick for wild card,
we didn't say that. That's our bad. We didn't. I didn't know that Nichols was racing until after our show, and then.
Well, we brought it up, but I think we just said, hey, he's been out of racing for a while. Like, I don't think he can just run with the pace of these guys.
I wasn't expecting it. And then he literally was in 8th place for, like, probably 90% of the laps.
Justin Hill is who I had, and he, I guess, was hurt.
Back.
Well, he made a post saying he was hurt. He hurt his back during the week. So that would have been nice to know.
Yeah.
Freaking A.
I had AC. He was just above that, too good. And then Craig, can we pull up? You got that clip right there?
Did they? I know they.
Craig got smashed. Watch this. This sucks, dude.
Yeah.
That was a hard hit.
And I guess it wasn't even like it was, they're saying his elbow, and it was the bike landing on his elbow.
So it wasn't hitting the.
He looks like he's in pain right there.
Watch this again, dude. They have every single yellow flag available next to the whoop section. Dang, you recorded a lot of this, my guy.
Nice work. Let's see here.
It was a hard
I'm going to
hit.
read what what Christian said. Rough day in AZ, ended up going down early in first practice, dislocated hip and dislocated elbow. Was able to get them both put back at the hospital. My elbow was also broke, so we get in surgery on that once the swelling goes down. Oh my gosh, dude.
That's not good.
Hip and elbow, and he bleached his hair.
This is before this.
He got the Sexton curse, dude.
I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm glad you lost those bets.
Dislocated hip and elbow all in the same crash. And then Styles Robertson, we have his crash. which you didn't even see him crash. But
no, you see what happened after, probably 5 or 6 bikes just piling up against him.
And he said
he was hurting. You could tell.
Well, he said that the initial crash didn't hurt him, but then one of the riders that hit him broke his leg. Like legit broke his fibia, the smaller bone in the leg. So he said that when he got up and he went to put weight on it, it was just done. And he was like, my leg. And he said it felt really warm, like not blood, wasn't compound, but just like that feeling, like like something's really bad. So super bummed to see that.
Anderson walked off. I haven't seen any post from him, but I think he's good. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's probably a little sore.
Man, it's been a rough season for him.
Yes, it has.
And you're a Team Fried member for life. Like Fried. Literally, it's tattooed on your leg. Let's get to stats here. So 70% of players had Tomac to win.
If you don't, what are you doing?
Well, what's crazy is that the next rider was Sexton with only 17% of players picking him. So it was like Eli Tomac dominance for this round. Only 10% had Webb to win. So that's the speed thing. I think people realize like Tomac's not mentally going to fold to Webb, and just in an all-out speed battle.
Dude, I think it's the opposite. I was starting to think like Webb with his playing gunslinger, all this he was racy. He was trying stuff, but just couldn't make anything stick. I feel like Tomac is in Webb's head a little bit now. Webb's sweating, dude. And I don't know. I think he's trying to play up the part that he's the mental master and can get in everybody's heads. But in reality, Tomac's like solid.
Doesn't care.
And Webb's like, I kind of concerned that this might be over.
Well, here's the deal. Tomac had, out of 3 starts, Tomac started ahead of Webb in all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We pulled every single start. Tomac, it's incredible.
I think Webb used to in 2019 and 2020 or 2021 when he won his titles, like he always started ahead of Tomac. Always had that edge, right? And this year he doesn't have that.
Nope.
And if you saw
most of the time he doesn't have the speed over him either.
Well, I mean, look at that. The first one he just kind of hung out. Well, I mean, okay, first one he got second, and I honestly, and he got the gap to like under a second or right around there a few times. Kept it there. Time. I was like, oh man. And at that point, you're like, if you're Tomac, you don't know if Tomac's like, I don't want to try and go much faster, but I just got to keep this like gap I have, right? But then the second one they come out, and we'll show that. Okay, let's finish these and we'll get to the highlights.
Sorry, yeah. Player stats. Back to player stats.
Let's see. Webb was he was the most picked rider for second. He had 37% of players putting him there. He was also the highest picked rider for third.
That's where I had him.
Yeah, I had him second. Sexton was just behind Webb with 35% of players picking him for second. And then both Anderson and Roxon were in less than 1% of players' picks for first.
Yeah, no kidding.
Barsha was the highest picked for fourth with 31% of people putting him there. Roxon was the most picked for fifth, which people were onto something there. You know what's kind of surprising? Plessinger had that phenomenal race in Detroit, and then since then, you wouldn't even have known he raced at Glendale.
Oh, yeah. If you take that out, then it would have been
it was one of those nights where you're like, I forgot AP was in this race.
It's a bummer.
Didn't get one good start. And it wasn't even until fifth place that he was in the conversation for picks, where 11% of people had him there. Nichols.
So some people did get him. With 8% of people got Nichols in the wild card.
Yeah. 15% had AC. Or no, 15% of players didn't take Craig out of the wild card after he crashed out in practice. So those are the people that are like putting their picks in and probably like letting the show record for a little bit before they start to watch it and then realize like, oh,
shoot.
Oops.
Do we not have that was Levi. Do we not have average score?
No, Christian was gonna. I thought Christian was gonna do, and he didn't do it.
Shoot. Okay.
We'll post. We'll get it. We'll get it for you.
I'd imagine it's pretty high. It's probably in the 50s almost.
I mean, the wild card percentage wasn't that high.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Roxon and Barsha.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else kind of finished where you would expect. I mean, Anderson wasn't even top 5 because he crashed out.
Interesting.
Kind of weird.
We'll post that.
Okay. Should we get to highlights here?
Yeah, let's
go. Do it?
Highlights.
Much racing. Got some big talking points coming up here.
It's long.
All right.
Starting off, let's just go with 250 race 1. There's not much to talk about here, but they did it. It seems like, I swear the last Triple Crown we had a red flag too, but they started off with the red flag. This isn't the crash that caused it, but a pile up nonetheless. Pierce Brown was caught up in this. And isn't that Styles too?
Could have been Pierce, Styles, and Mumford.
Pierce gets caught up in this, and he actually benefited from the restart.
Oh, Mumphy, dude. He was up there in like top 4 and just pushed the front end.
He just slid. Look at his front tire. Homie's front tire was just sucked into Pierce's rear tire.
Can we get Jet Lawrence out of the 250s to make 250 racing great again?
Actually competitive.
Can we do that, please?
Let's go to what did cause the red flag, though. We were just talking about with Styles. This sucked.
Oh, and you can see on his face. That's
Yeah,
not the look
in
of
pain.
bummed I'm out of the race. That's the look of
So he's already down.
he's down right there. Or it could have been this one.
These guys.
Oh, dude.
I think it was.
Oh, gosh.
Man.
3 in a row.
I think it was.
How's homeboy there? The
636.
last guy that crashed is not happy.
Emotional.
Dude, you can see Styles take the step there and then just fall.
Yeah, and then he
That
waves
sucks.
at the crew
Yep.
because he knows his foot's broken.
Oh, he's in pain, man. That sucks.
Yeah, that's bad. And when a guy's holding your leg,
Yeah.
doing the cradle,
You're like,
it's because
I'm
shiz is
screwed.
broken.
Yeah.
Like if I let go of this, it flops.
Ugh. Poor Styles.
Speaking of though, this wasn't that race, but did you see so they had the 2-stroke nationals this week at Glen Helen? Did you see that start? Michael Mosman was in it, dude. Like half the
I was
field
trying to pull
crashed.
it up and I couldn't get it to load, but anyway.
Half the field.
Really?
And this is the Glen Helen start straight, about 3/4 of the way down. So by
they're
this
big,
point,
dude.
they are 4th, 5th gear tapped, and half the
Pile
field
up.
just tangled and crashed.
Shoot,
and
I'll
Michael
check that
Mosman,
Was he? Did he get piled
he was
up?
in it, and I don't know
Oh,
how he's
no.
doing, but a lot of those dudes didn't get up. Like so, shout out to those guys. Hope everyone's
Yikes, that's not
doing
good
all
to
right from
hear.
that. Oh, Rage, by the way, Rage had a baby. He said on Saturday, so he missed qualifying. Said it was worth the sacrifice. I would hope so.
Sure.
Daddy, why were you at my birth? Well, son.
Race Day Live. I had to listen to Hubbard.
Yeah, so Donald saw the pileup. All right, what do we got next? We showed the Craig. Did we show the Craig crash?
We did show the Craig crash. So let's hop into the Tomac just starting to dominate. This was the most dominant of all 3 of his starts, where he gapped the field.
From way outside.
At the end of this first rhythm, he was already gonzo, dude. Just nails the 3 on.
Yes.
And then he's gone.
Nichols, though.
Nichols had consistent starts as
Yeah,
well.
he was good. And he rode good. I mean,
did good.
these guys are
He just
flying.
can't compete with these top guys
Yeah.
at all. But as soon as they get past him,
That
he
was
holds his
start
own.
2. No, this is start 1.
Let's still start 1.
All right, go to start 2.
Awkward.
Hey.
Oh, he's further outside here.
You know what I
And
like, though?
he gets pushed out here, but he salvaged it.
Yeah.
Nice. Look, Anderson tried to cut up, and that gave him some breathing room. Tomac some breathing room.
You know what I love to see, though, is the Tomac of old. There's no way he's starting on the outside like that.
Yeah, there's no
Because
way
he was
confident enough.
always guarding against the inside.
Yep.
Always guarding. And then
True.
now he's like, no, I'll just start out here where no one's
Yep.
around me.
And just destroy you guys.
You know what's interesting, though? After that first start, did you see where Webb was lined up on the first start?
I wasn't paying attention.
He was way inside. And then that start,
He
Webb was on
followed him.
Tomac's outside.
Really?
And I don't know if that's because of, and he had second gate pick. So I guarantee you,
Followed Tomac.
Webb
over
saw
there.
that start from Tomac and was like,
Dude.
I'm going to go next to you. Like, just
Tomac
mind
doesn't
games.
care.
But Tomac's just like, nah.
Tomac's in Webb's head.
And
dude.
so when Webb tries to pull that and then Tomac just responds and gets a better start than you again, you're just like, dude, like nothing's working against this guy. And then you go to start number 3 and Tomac rips another one.
Let's just show the third one while we're
Do you have it,
back to
Levi?
back to back. Yeah, I think we got them all.
All right.
I think he comes away with the whole shot in this one too.
And look at that.
Dude.
Webb did not go to the
Oh, this was where Moran got tossed.
Moran's
We have the other angle.
Moran's
of that, which
went
is
for it.
gnarly.
Hey,
See, that's Nichols again.
yeah. Hey,
Dang, Nichols.
I wish we could pause it. Where's Webb at? Webb's way inside.
Oh, way inside. So he's like, that didn't work.
And now he's literally almost dead. See, Webb got lucky. There was
Yeah.
that pile up because look where he's at.
See,
he
if
is
those
in
guys
fourth.
didn't all steer clear, he
Yeah.
probably would have been further
Webb is
back.
almost dead last right there.
Dang, dude.
He got lucky of that.
You got Moran's other angle. Did we record that one? Yeah, Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, go ahead.
Dude,
Dude,
he was just
what if
shoving it
what
into
if
Tomac.
Moran's took
Just
out
muffs
Tomac?
up Tomac.
Just
Oh.
ruins his night.
Dude, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
He gets up, though. This is somewhat of a soft fall, considering it's...
But let's look at this, though. So Webb lines up way inside. Second main, Webb goes to Tomac's outside, gets dropped. And then the third one, goes all the way back inside and gets destroyed again. Like, it was just a rough night.
Mentally, he's got to be struggling.
Oh, gosh. What else we got here? Sexton stalls.
Stall. Dude, he's done this a few times this year.
Yeah.
Twice.
Good thing that wasn't Kenny.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's such a weird place to stall, but I get it. You're coming out of the corner and you're just on the gas so hard, dumping the clutch.
But I thought at this point, I'm like, okay, Tomac's going 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Tomac almost died, dude. Sexton was going to pass him regardless here, but Tomac lost his rhythm. There was like a whoop, 4 or 5 whoops from the end.
That was catching a lot of dudes.
Their front tire on it. Like, show Hampshire's replay, where Hampshire
was it the same thing?
He did that. Jet does the exact same thing. I think we've got all of them. But they were all missing the front tire on a certain whoop, and then it just gets
that's right. I do have the wrong number web plate up here.
He skips over that one where I don't think he hit it solid enough, and then that just gets you out of rhythm enough. Hampshire's so lucky to ride this one out. This was crazy. Whoop! Dang, right on the nards.
It's got to be really hard mentally to do that and then come around the next lap and just do it all over again.
I don't know how they forget about it.
I would just ride around them.
Yeah,
but that's another thing that I feel like Tomac has really improved this year is his racecraft. Because you saw how he was going earlier. He's going to the far left side of the whoop section, has that little bobble. But then later on, he starts to bring it back over to the right side of the whoop section. He starts cutting down a little bit tighter in the bowl.
He moved back over to the left eventually.
But
he was trying, though. He was searching. How about, you pointed this out with the freight train behind Tomac. So Sexton gets ahead in main event 2. But Tomac there's just this conga line. This is, we can't see the clock. But there's, like, still 8 minutes left of this main. And these guys are just...
Well, Tomac's not breaking away.
No, Tomac wasn't breaking away. Literally, any one of these guys behind him could just stick to his rear wheel. Ooh. These whoops were just butt-puckering all night.
What did you say?
There's been a lot of those today.
All right. What else here? Webb. Okay. This is the Webb Anderson thing. And I feel like this was a little bit of Webb hitting the panic button a little bit.
He was hitting the panic button. This isn't a good... That wasn't a smart move.
No, this is the second main.
You know the corner that Anderson would be able to retaliate is before whoops where you need the speed.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there wasn't a lot of options. There weren't that many. But then Barsha gets him too.
I just feel like right there. Oh, dude, Webb's got to be so mad.
Furious.
Here we go, replay.
Dude, he's lucky they didn't go down.
Oh. Webb, after he got passed by Barsha in those whoops, he's got to just be thinking, what? Yeah, he's got to be so mad. And then, so he loses the spot back to Anderson, gets passed by Barsha, which puts him in freaking sixth.
But then he gets
Barsha right at the very end.
Pass. Yeah, I think we pulled that one up too, where he makes the 3 on.
But
and it's so much faster.
I feel like that pass that Webb tried to put on Anderson was just simply, he knew that Tomac was 3 or 4 spots ahead.
He had to make something happen.
He had to make something happen, and it just kind of backfired a little bit.
That was a Barsha move.
Tomac broke Webb. I don't know if he broke him, but I mean, it's a 7-point gap at this point. Like, that's freaking rough.
Tomac slept great that night, and Webb was probably restless. Is all I'll say.
Okay. What else do we have here?
We don't have Webb passing back Barsha. Oh, right here. Yeah. Watch this.
See, this is what I was talking about.
Super wide.
Barsha went really inside to block.
He's gone, dude.
Yep. So Barsha went inside tight there to block, and then he couldn't get the drive to triple on.
I've been sitting here saying Tomac's in Webb's head, but he was racy all night, though. But so was everybody else, I guess. But Webb was he had so much more body language than he usually does. He was scrubbing stuff. He was hitting corners.
That's because he was in a hurry, bro.
Yeah, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean.
It's interesting.
Okay, what else here? We got Hampshire almost dying.
Brownie going
Pierce
backwards.
Brown?
He got on the off ramp, dude.
Forgot about this.
This was so scary.
Like, they're gonna have to start putting nets up between the rhythm lanes.
I mean, what happens if he just has a head on?
Oh, he barely. Who? Oh, that was Volan that went past. That's scary, dude.
Oh, and then it goes into watch. This is what I was meaning when they were missing this.
Do we have it?
The same whoop that got Tomac, the same whoop that got Hampshire. His front tire went over. Did you see that?
Yeah, he
and
jumped
then
over
off
one.
Rhythm. He saved it. Super.
Like how good his body position is, dude.
He saved it. He still shakes his head at the end there, like.
Oh yeah, he shakes his head like I'm an idiot.
But he's just like these whoops are a nightmare.
Okay. Let's see.
Moran's.
Jet almost died. Moran's.
But then Ando had the worst of it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
next
about
to
that.
Craig. He's lucky to be healthy after it, but he got yossed.
Oh, this was Anderson crashing.
Yep. This was almost a Stewart Salt Lake City. If he had wheelied it out from underneath him.
He got lucky. He landed on the down back. Hey, there's Plessinger.
Yep. He got some camera time.
Yeah, it's a bummer for Ando, though.
Yeah, it sucks.
Looks like he's fine, though. He's shaking his head. I'm
He's
good.
okay. And I'm surprised that nobody behind him got super messed up. They all got around him okay. But
Yeah. Props to Sexton, dude. Just, he didn't lead any, or he led that whole second one.
But he didn't put it in the dirt.
Didn't make the mistake, and then he rode good in that last
We
one.
were saying that weeks ago. It's like, he's learning. Like, Sexton didn't need to come out and just start winning every single race. He just needed to start finishing races without going down. And
the thing is like, it's not, I mean, he wasn't leading that second one for the overall, but hey, I won't say he completely tossed the demons. We still got to see him lead one, not wire to wire, but like most of the main event, dominate your big gap out front, not make that mistake.
You know what I completely forgot about is that the Triple Crown is its own thing. And then it was so confusing. Like, my girlfriend was like, wait,
Sexton's
I thought
holding
Tomac
a trophy.
won.
Dude, it's
It
bad.
was so confusing. I was like, why? You could tell Sexton was even like, I don't know what this is for,
He
man.
didn't. I
didn't even know I was in the running for this.
I know. I guarantee you, Sexton. Well, remember the first year they did it, Tomac won it, and Tomac had no idea.
Like,
and he did an interview. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't know what they were giving me a trophy for."
Thanks for the paperweight.
Yeah, they get no. I don't think there's any extra money involved. I literally think it's like you are the Triple Crown champion.
I had nobody's paying attention. I'm not paying attention.
Well, and they don't bring that up in the broadcast.
No,
it's
like,
not like Dan or Daniel and Ricky are like, this is for the Triple Crown overall championship. It's like there's zero hype about it. They don't talk about it one time throughout the whole year, and then you just see a bunch of random pictures of Sexton getting a trophy. You're like, what?
Big trophy. I was like, what just happened?
It's weird.
You think you got any extra money for that?
Just get rid of it, Feld.
Probably got a little. You mean Triple Crowns completely?
No, the championship thing.
I'm down to get rid of Triple Crowns completely.
Are you?
I wouldn't be that sad. But anyway.
All right.
That's it for my highlights, unless you got the other angle of Moran's.
SoCal said he had to rewind. He thought he missed where Chase won.
Show it, but we'll watch it again.
Oof. Ruined Sexton's start.
Dude, he took some bars.
Did you hear what Sexton said in his post-race interview? He's like, some rider just decided to send it. And I wonder if he knew it was Moran's, and he was just like, yeah, some rider.
Sexton, that was one of the first times he was kind of like, he kind of seemed pretty ticked off or kind of bugged by it, but it was funny.
Well, I mean, if you're Moran's, he's probably going for that $5,000 hole shot. Do you know he got that?
Hey, good for him.
One of his sponsors, he gets $1,000 for a whole shot in the heat race and $5,000 for a whole shot in the main, and he did both at Seattle.
He probably got something for leading the lap too.
I don't know, but it goes on the record that Kevin Moran's has led a lap.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's talk about this Tomac Webb thing right now.
Okay.
Where's
the normal web plate?
Dude, I don't know where it went. I was trying to find it because someone called us out because we did have the #1 web plate up there. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, yeah. See, right there. Buddy's going to be pissed. Buddy's going to be sad.
Why you had to do it again?
I'm so sorry. We don't mean any disrespect by throwing these plates around, dude. We can't do anything right. I just work here, dude.
I just work here. Okay, anyway.
At least talk about this guy.
Okay, before this race, I had like Tomac and Webb. I would say I was like 60 Tomac, 40 Webb. Just because Webb had like the all-out speed, but Webb is just so good mentally. After this weekend, I'm like 70-30.
Mm-hmm. I was eating
maybe even 80-20.
I don't blame you. If you were already on the Tomac train, I could see like 80-20. I was eating my words a little bit because I was still, if I had to put money on a championship winner, I was giving it to Webb just because of consistency. But after this weekend, dude, you can't.
Shelbinator put here, if Tomac and Webb go 1-2 for the rest of the season, I'm assuming you mean Webb beats Tomac. Dude, how many races will it take for Webb to pass Tomac?
I can't
it'd be 3 races. First to second to 3-point gap. So for Webb to get more than 7 points over Tomac, it'd take the next 3 rounds. There's 5 left.
Yep. Dude, that's gnarly. Webb's in a pickle.
Webb's in a pickle.
Webb's in a pickle.
It is. I mean, Tomac at this point with a 7-point gap, I'm not going to say you're managing, but you're kind of managing because now it's
with only
like
5 races left.
You just have to keep Webb behind you. You don't care where you finish. Just keep Webb behind you at this point, right? Is that the mentality, do you think?
I think so. And we were mentioning Atlanta as a speedway. Like,
he's good
how
there.
often do you put Webb above Tomac at a speedway track?
You don't. And Webb, I don't care who Webb is. Mentally, he's got to know, like, Tomac is really good here.
Well,
but
dude,
Webb's
these
good,
residencies, like, they make a difference.
Yeah.
Think Salt Lake, I bet Tomac has it in the bag. It's dry. It's dusty. That's Tomac's stomping grounds. Webb still has his record of not finishing on the podium, dude.
But
at Glendale, that's wild.
Webb is really good at Daytona.
Yeah, I know he does good at Daytona.
So I will
not better than Tomac.
No, but he is good at speedway. So I could see it.
Webb
I don't know.
couldn't catch Tomac if he tried.
You guys need to lay the crack pipe down. Webb will be there. Blake,
Sheesh.
coming in strong. Hey, I'm not saying he won't. All I'm saying is that Tomac has like 7 points is a big deal with 5 races to go.
That's a good point.
When they're riding so good.
Shelbnader says that there's Colorado too. Like, dude, Atlanta, who do you give it to? Tomac. Who do you give Denver to?
Tomac.
Salt Lake City.
Probably Tomac. Well, him and Webb are like even Stevens when they did that residency there.
Oh,
I don't know.
At Salt Lake?
I don't think it's necessarily what venue they're going to be at more than it's just a raw speed. And I don't know, do we have any, I can't remember what Nashville's like. Do we have any more tracks coming up that are just going to be super, well, New York, it's that way, where it's super just broken down and ruddy. But
is Sexton still in the championship?
What? End this poll right now. What are you, no, end
you
that
even
poll.
think that your vote didn't go through? It's already gone.
Look at that. 56% of people say that Tomac is in Webb's head of the people watching right now. I don't know. I think Webb.
Our words. Watch Webb.
Yeah, I hope so, dude. I hope it's tied going into Salt Lake because we'll be there.
Yeah, we need it to be.
Gosh,
spiced up. We got a shootout. That's what I'm excited for too.
Oh, that's right.
250s are boring.
Okay.
The Lawrence Bros going.
Do we need to put in a petition to just half the 250 guys crashed out before the season was going? Do we need to just combine the coasts?
Oh, you weren't Westfield then for you when we talked to Brayton about this. We had a great long conversation about it. Yeah, Brayton was
makes me look bad that I didn't watch our own show.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, he had some very good points. I'd go watch the SXperts show. They had
come on.
They had some great guests.
I got to film videos after this. I can't just go watch it. What did he say?
He was just in favor of combining 250s, and not only that, but letting people not point out. If somebody's better on a 250, let them race a 250. Let them make money as a 250. Like 250s used to be this entry level.
It's
class.
not anymore.
It's not anymore. They get the same amount of screen time. They need more money in it. Like there is a lot of money in it.
Right.
There probably should be more. There's not a lot of money in Supercross actually. Let's go back down that rabbit hole. Where's the money?
No,
here?
we're staying out of that.
But
okay, so Brayton's on the same program as me. Just combine 250s.
And I agree. Dude, this is
because
it's boring every year. And when I say boring, like take it with a grain of salt. Like these,
Jet and Hunter are making it boring.
Exactly. They're still the best. These are the best of the best.
I mean, last year when you had Craig and Hunter kind of swapping wins, that was cool. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's rough when it's like you've got 4 factory guys and then it's all privateers behind that. And if you look at this whole season, what a bummer it is that we never got to see Jet and Hunter on the same track all but 2 times. We're going to see them in New York and then in Salt Lake City. When all anybody wants to know is who's better right now between Jet and Hunter.
Definitely.
And we want to see those 2 line up.
I agree.
I mean, we'll get it next year, but it's different because next year when you – sorry, last thing.
No,
so in 250s, like if Jet and Hunter went against each other, like it would just be those 2 battling, right? But now that they're going to go to 450s next year – it's like it's different because now you have all these other bad dudes. So we're not going to get like the Jet Hunter battle. Like we'll see them race each other, but we're not going to see those 2 battle out front week in and week out.
Time. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's different because now they're battling all these other guys that can rip. So I'm just bummed that we don't get to get a lot of that.
I will play devil's advocate though. I just want to say, like when I say they're boring, I've said this before. Then you look back at these like dominant eras when you have a rider like Villapoto, for example. Like, I'll just be honest, when Villapoto was dominating, I was like, ugh, I'm so sick of seeing this guy out front. Like, I'm so bored of seeing the same guy. And then I look back now and I'm like, dude, that was insane. That guy's incredible.
Yep.
And we'll say the same for Jet and Hunter.
But it's not like Villapoto's like incredible, and you're like, oh, if only so and so would come race against him. It's like, no, you in the 450 class you have all the best guys.
True. Yeah, they have the choice, I guess. I mean, I know why Honda's splitting them, right?
Yeah.
More championships. Why would they put them on the same coast and only have them get one when they know they can get two? But
right.
I don't know. Entertain us.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Who would win? Dude,
I'm putting my money on Hunter.
I put my money on Hunter.
I'm putting my money on Hunter. I think he's more consistent.
Overall this season, he's been more solid. I think raw speed. I think Jet in qualifying is probably going to lay down the faster lap.
Sure.
Like if it was just a speed thing, but dude, Hunter's he has been so good this year. Jet's been phenomenal. He's just had a couple other than that Triple Crown, he's been really good.
I mean, he was
sweating
a little bit at this Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Dude, Kitchen, we got to give some props to Levi Kitchen. Dude, all this Deegan talk, all this Jet talk, Kitchen deserves some respect. He is killing it this year.
He is doing well.
He's ripping.
And this is rookie year.
Didn't he?
No, he raced last year, but he got hurt early.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
First full year, and he's doing awesome. Shimoda, rumored to come back at New York, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see a little bit of competition there. Hopefully.
I mean, we see all the 250 guys on the same gate drop for outdoors.
Yeah, I saw a little Shimoda to Husky maybe.
Well, the rumor mill is it could be Husky, it could be Honda, because he had that relationship there when he was with Geico. Mm-hmm. He knows everyone at Honda well. Could be Husky. I mean, Jalik Swoll's not going to be there. Jalik Swoll, I guess they're saying, is probably going to go to Triumph. And so that's going to leave a spot open. Because right now they have RJ and Jalik.
Wow.
RJ signed a multi-year deal. So they'll have a spot open. Honda's going to have a spot open with Hymas and Hunter moving up. And then, if Kitchen leaves, supposedly Kitchen's, Red Bull's talking to him. But they also mentioned maybe he goes to Honda. And that would make sense he goes to Honda if Shimoda goes to Rockstar.
I imagine that Red Bull seat opens up, though, with Max.
Yeah, what do you think with Maximus? I mean, this is his third year in the class, right?
You always refer to him as Maximus, his full King name.
Sorry, it's because they say in the broadcast, and that's what he likes, Maximus.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, look, he's an amazing, I don't care. No, he's an amazing rider. He's one of the best in the world, but he is getting past, Enzo Lopes on Club MX, amazing rider, but should not be passing Voland late in a main event. Mm-hmm. If you're on Red Bull, a factory Red Bull KTM, if you're Roger DeCoster and those guys, that's not acceptable to them. That's hey, you're now 3 seasons into this, you're healthy, you shouldn't be getting caught late in races by an Enzo Lopes.
Nope.
And be getting 5th or 6th places.
And help me remember here, but he's reminding me a little bit of Derek Drake. Wasn't Derek Drake the same thing? Red Bull KTM, Orange Brigade, mini
amateur
rider,
days were phenomenal.
Gets on the big bike, struggles a little bit. I think Derek had some injuries though.
Derek was on TLD when the whole that was when the KTM 250 program was still Troy Lee Designs. He was on, but it's still a factory team. Same thing though.
And just didn't have results. And then now look at it. He's
on a Suzuki.
I see him on Suzuki and B class qualifying here and there.
Honestly, yeah, I kind of see Max I don't know. I still think Max is good enough that even if he didn't get signed back at Red Bull, that there's another team that's willing to pick him up, another factory team.
He has the potential. He's still really young.
I'm surprised Enzo's got to be having factory teams talking to him.
Oh, what does the pro circuit team look like next year?
I mean, they re-signed McAdoo. Faulkner will be there. Shimoda's gone. And then they have Seth Hamaker. Those 3. And then what? Oh, Jet Reynolds? Mm-hmm. Is he hurt?
Wait, no, isn't he Futures?
No, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Jet Reynolds was supposed to be racing Supercross.
Dude, it's
maybe
I shouldn't have even asked that question.
Yeah,
it is just a joke.
Remember last year?
There's so many memes about that. Donald does say Max will do better in outdoors, and I do agree.
I agree, but Max Supercross is what pays the bills.
It does.
Supercross pays the bills and sells bikes. Yeah. Yep. How many years is Mitch going to keep Faulkner?
That's what I'm saying.
Is Faulkner due for a team change?
Is Faulkner due to just find another career?
I don't think he's too freaking good. I don't want to see him retire.
I don't want to see him retire either, but he's got to do more than a race, dude. This is like,
dude, he has not completed a full season since he like went pro.
It sucks to see.
He's like AC. Like he's having an AC type of career right now, which is a bummer.
He is a ripper though. Webb to Yamaha, that's probably most likely. We were talking about that this morning.
Reynolds is prepping for outdoors. Okay, but that's what I mean though. Like, it hasn't raced a whole Supercross season, and that's like where you need riders to line up. So if you're Mitch, are you re-signing a Jet unless he comes out and just crushes it in outdoors?
No kidding.
So I'd imagine PC's going to have at least 2 spots opening up next year.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at originally with the question. It's just, does it look way different next year?
Forkner to Team Roxon. Forkner is chick. Triumph wants Forkner possibly. Hey, I mean, I bet you they're gonna be cutting some big paychecks over there at Triumph.
Yeah, they want him. And then
Anderson's gonna be their top guy, right?
Dude, how much longer is it before there's 2 gas riders too?
450 guys?
Yeah.
I just don't think they plan to. I think they're just keeping Barsha.
Really?
I heard possibly that like AP, he maybe goes to gas, but he lives in Florida. He likes Florida. I don't know. I really don't know.
Is Mosiman moving up, supposedly? Mason says they will move Max down to gas.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, let's be honest here. Like, out of those 3, the gas, Rockstar, and KTM, they, like, it's still, like, the Red Bull KTM team still has, like, that we're the top-notch team. Mm-hmm. And we, like, this is the team that hires the guys that we feel can win championships. Everyone else, we're going to spread out. So maybe Max, that would be a good spot for Max to go over there. I wouldn't surprise me. Beta. No.
You think they'll be that's funny, Gunny. Get Ricky off the broadcast. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
We're going
Colton Nichols
to go down rabbit holes.
It's a silly season. It's just good talk.
I know. It's awesome.
I don't know what.
But only 5 more rounds of Supercross. And I hate to say it on SXperts.
Don't do it.
Okay. You know what I'm going to say.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Because you feel the same way, dude.
I do.
But,
hey, everyone loves Supercross. But
no, they do. And I do. And dude.
But motocross is what is
I
relatable.
can't complain. We've had such a great season. We're going to continue to have a great season.
I just hope one day we can
I guess
expand this into motocross.
Whole thing full circle. I think I said last week that I'd put my money on Webb winning this championship. And it's Tomac. Yeah, we're coming all the way around.
So you picked Tomac. Yeah. Put a poll right now, Levi.
Who's winning this?
Who's winning the championship, Tomac or Webb?
Dog lover, I wish, dude. And Sheldnader.
Yeah, we're working on it. We've had talks. I just and a lot of people ask, why don't you do a fantasy motocross? And I think if people understood the amount of work that goes into just doing Supercross fantasy, it is a lot of work. There's 5-6 people behind the scenes.
That's what people don't realize. Like, and you can critique us, but if sometimes we don't seem fully prepared as like an SXpert should be, this is essentially just a side gig, to be honest.
Well, yeah, like we have our main jobs, right?
We have a main job.
Kobe's always filming, editing. Tomorrow he's got to go out and ride a dirt bike to film some stuff. I do this, the other stuff, and so yeah, this is one of the awesome parts of the job, but
Definitely.
It's also we have a lot of others. Anyway, you guys get the point. Yeah, but we're working on it because we would love to do it.
Everybody that tunes in every single week, we have so much fun with this. Levi's killing it producing this year.
You did say Webb last week, dude.
Yeah, I'm.
It only took one race to change your mind.
I was on the fence. I just said if I had to put money on it. But
Sexton for a comeback. I don't know. Also, I didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, look, things we need to really punch in here. Tomac's got a 7-point gap. We're going to Atlanta Motor Speedway, where he is very good at raceways, but so is Webb. But at this point, for Webb, it's kind of win or bust.
Really is.
Really is.
Tomac, I'm sure he's going to go for the exact same thing. But
if you're Tomac, I would think you need one more round to put a good buffer on this. If you can get this thing to over 10 points with 4 rounds left,
he's sailing free.
That's probably like a pretty comfortable lead. 7 points right now to me is not enough where he's like, I've got this thing in the bag. But if he can extend it one more time this weekend in Atlanta, I feel like that's going to give him just a little bit of a buffer where he's like, okay, like now I don't have to like stress about it if Webb's a spot ahead of me or something,
No more triple crowns. Nothing weird like that. You know what we haven't shown? Show that lap chart. I don't know. I just want to see if we can pick anything out of this because we didn't look at it yet.
I forgot about the lap charts.
JB's putting in the work.
JB.
Flatline main 1 from Tomac.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, freight train, just not a whole lot going on.
It's a fairly... when we were saying follow the leader, like there wasn't a lot of fluctuation. I mean, a little bit there, lap 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But after that, people are just
AC, though, not a bad ride for AC in 7th. Like, that's improvement. He's still just a tick off. All right. The next one, where's main 2?
There was only this one in the Discord. Sorry.
Oh, Dr. JB. That's all right.
We know what happened. They all looked fairly similar besides Webb.
That's true. 25 points in a race, 26
Robert,
actually.
we don't talk about bike failures, dude.
Yeah, let's not do that. Or crashing.
Honestly, I mean, when do you see bike failures in Supercross besides when somebody goes down super hard? It's not very often. The bikes aren't getting...
No, it's not.
They're not being put through the ringer nearly as much as they are outdoors.
Sure.
And they have more time to work on them. Like a 30-minute plus 2. Like,
let me check the weather in Atlanta. Just real quick. I don't want that.
You know what's even easier?
A computer?
Yep.
You looking it up? I was so close.
Friday, 80% chance of thunderstorms.
Okay. Well, what's Saturday?
Thursday. Yeah, that's just Saturday's supposed to be fine. But this could move. We're a week out. This could move around.
Saturday, 81 degrees. Man, warm. 20. I think we're all right.
I think we're good.
Okay, well, look, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in live. Remember, the link to the Discord is down below, so make sure you go check that out. That's where we submit all the memes. There's a lot of good memes in there right now.
Did you pull any? Should we look at some? Oh, we got some. There were a lot of Kawasaki.
It's unfortunate.
And
it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's true.
A bump for Craig, dude. If he's having surgery, it means he's probably out for outdoors. Life stresses and problems.
Should be the other way around, huh?
Yeah. Slight breeze. Ouch.
Rip.
It is a curse. Why are they making fun of my legs? Skinny legs. I don't get that one.
I don't get it. It's just a funny picture.
Calves are monstrous.
It's just a funny picture. Good try.
Okay.
It made us laugh.
Hey.
Dude, so we have Axel next time.
Yeah.
When's our next?
Please give us question ideas for Axel.
When's our other special guest coming out? Our stat guy.
Yeah, about whatever you want, dude.
Okay.
This has got to be unexpected. We'll figure something out. All right.
Well, you guys want to keep tuning in, that's for sure. We're gonna have a new segment here. It's a good time.
All right,
Chaser's
everybody.
Dying.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We've had a blast today. Hopefully, you guys get your picks in. Don't pull what a lot of people did and put Craig or whoever, and then not take him out. But go to the link in the Discord. What's up?
I don't know. Did we make a post on our Instagram? I don't know. I'm gonna look into We've had some changes with our social media stuff. I want to see if we can maybe get on board with that to keep it updated.
Stuff, yeah.
Because I don't know. Our guy in charge of it right now, he's a really busy guy, and I just don't know if he's able to pay as much attention to it. Because that's important stuff. I was like, I didn't swap Craig out until like 20 minutes before the races.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If that messed you guys up, apologies. Because you should be able to rely on us for that.
Where you at on the Discord, dog? I was in there just going off on Saturday.
Putting my bike back together Saturday.
I'm talking during the motos.
During the motos?
Yeah, dude. You get on there. People are firing off.
I'm sorry. I need to get on there more. Okay. But I think that's all I was wanting to say. But sorry for being a little sluggish, sleepy boy today. I don't know what it is, dude. This Monday's
It's a Monday morning, dude.
It's hitting me hard, but this definitely made it better. And yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. Can't wait for Thursday. Can't wait to talk to Axel. That's gonna be sweet.
So you just promised it hard.
Well, the talk. I would hope that he can. Hey, he's responded. It's all. We're all down for it. So it really just comes down to Axel.
He texted me back. So I feel really good about Thursday, him calling in.
Okay, I would love it.
Okay. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. We had a blast today. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And we will see you back here Thursday, 12 o'clock live.
For Atlanta. See you guys.